everyone, welcome to SheaRants for Horror and Supreme. Today I'm talking about a load of horror news that came out recently, including a casting update for Screamboat, a few recent statements regarding Saw 11 and the Conjuring TV show, along with a few updates and a few other projects, so let's get into this. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about in today's video is an update regarding the movie Screamboat. As we know who will be playing our Mickey Mouse / Steamboat Screamboat Willie. So this is from the production teams behind Terrifier 2 and The Mean One. And this movie is coming to theatres in 2025 at some point. And we now know that the Terrifier, Terrifier 2 and Terrifier 3 star David Howard Thornton, aka the Clown, will be playing the film's twisted version of Steamboat Willie. Screamboat Willie. And he actually said this little statement here, which I'm going to read to you guys now. He said, "I'm beyond excited to be joining this incredible cast and bring Steamboat Willie to life with a horror twist." He said in a statement shared with Variety this morning. Screamboat is going to be a horrific and hilarious big screen thrill ride that fans won't want to miss. The cast also includes Alison Patil, Amy Schumacher, Jesse Poisey, Jesse Covey, loads of Jessies in here, and a few other people which I'm not going to name off, just I'll put the cast up now. And here's a little plot for this movie which they also shared here. So in Screamboat, a mischievous mouse stalks a group of New Yorkers on a late night ferry ride, unleashing murderous mayhem on a relaxing commute. Can the ship's motley crew of travellers find a way to stop the killer creature who has developed a taste for tourists? Now, this is kind of confusing to me for one reason and one reason only. The first bit of news that we got for this movie was that Screamboat Willie was going to be CGI, but I guess maybe they couldn't afford it, or they saw how amazing David Howard Thornton is, and then they were like, screw the CGI, let's get this guy. Because, I mean, he's not really going to be talking much, is he? You know, he doesn't really talk if it's a killer. It's just going to be, I guess, laughing. Either way, that's going to be cool. But on to the next bit of news. So the next bit of news that I wanted to talk about was a little update regarding the upcoming Conjuring TV series. As we know, it is still happening over at Max. So this was originally announced in 2023, and it's been pretty quiet until the other day, when someone at Max told Variety there are other properties like The Conjuring, which is a big movie franchise that we're developing into a series. Now, we haven't really heard anything for this show in ages. It is good to know that it's still happening, but I would kind of prefer maybe a bit of casting updates, maybe just a plot, really anything. Like, if they are working on it, they surely would have a few ideas for it that they can maybe share with us, but maybe not. So this next one may be a bit controversial due to the production company. But it was just announced that the filmmakers behind Freaky, Happy Death Day, are making a rom-com slasher called Heart's Eyes. Now this movie is coming from Christopher Landon, Philip Murphy, and Michael Kennedy, and it's being reported that in this movie, a slasher called the Heart's Eyes Killer strikes Seattle, and a pair of co-workers pulling overtime on Valentine's Day are mistaken for a couple by the elusive couple-hunting killer. Now they must spend the most romantic night of the year running for their lives. This movie is going to be starring Mason Gooding, who starred as Chad in the Most Recent Scream movies, and Olivia Holt, who was in Cruel Summer. Now, I'm kind of excited for this. You know, we don't really have many Valentine's Day horror movies. However, we did recently hear that they are making a new My Bloody Valentine over at Blumhouse, but we got nothing on that yet. This is really exciting. I do think that Mason Gooding is a really good actor, but if he is working with Spyglass again, does that mean that he's going to appear in Scream 7? That's what's really interesting me about this. Finally, I have an update regarding Saw 11. But before I get to it, I'm just going to go over something else regarding Saw recently. If you're a huge fan of the Saw franchise, you have probably seen the movies countless times. And now you can watch them even more because the first 7 Saws have recently been added to Disney+, which is quite random, you know. I don't think Billy the Puppet is going to be high-fiving Mickey Mouse over there, but hey, You can binge all the Saw movies you want, and, well, let's just get into the actual bit of news, because the games are returning very soon. It was originally going to be this Halloween, but it has been pushed to September 26th of 2025, which I have recently gone over in a video, which you guys can watch if you want to. So, this movie is going to be from the director of Kevin Grooted, who is returning to direct this movie, along with Marcus Dunstan, and he's co-writing the script. And Dunstan recently teased that this movie will be angry, and then it also has something else to say, and he said this little statement here. So we're continuing to write 11 now. Kevin Grooted is returned to direct. That's one where it's got something new to say, and it's angry. Now, I'm very excited for this because, of course, last year's Saw X was amazing. It brought Jigsaw back, it brought Amanda back, and this sequel will definitely be good, hopefully. They pushed it back a year to properly write something that could be interesting, have a new twist, and actually be a good movie, which is really all we want from the Saw franchise. And, I mean, I am kind of hopeful for this. You know, Saw X made over 100 million at the box office worldwide, which is amazing for the franchise when it's been dead in the water, basically, for the last few years with the last few entries, which have been pretty bad. I do have a soft spot for the Spiral, though, because, you know, it's kind of funny. But it's not a Saw movie, and that's what I'm really hoping for Saw 11, that it will be a good Saw movie and it will actually work properly in the franchise. But now that they're saying this one's got something new to say, it's really got me thinking, what is that something new? Could it be a returning character? Could it be a new accomplice? Because I think we've had enough accomplices. What about Logan Nelson? What's happening with him? He just disappeared, I guess. And I'm really hopeful that they just introduce something new. And it'll be good if they do introduce something new, if you know what I mean. Because if they make something new into the franchise and it sucks, then I think we're just going to go back to mediocre Saw movies every, 3 years, with Jigsaw and Spiral. Which I really don't want. I really just want them to make 2 new good Saw movies, 11 and 12, and then reboot or just stop making them. Or maybe make a TV show or something. Just don't ruin the legacy which has already been tainted so much with some of the past sequels. And just make something that fans of the franchise and newcomers of the franchise can just enjoy. But that's pretty much it for this video. What do you guys think about all these bits of movie news? Let me know something about them in the comments below. If you are interested in any of these, let me know. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Subscribe to the channel and like the video for more movie updates and movie reviews. I've got my Freddy vs. Jason review coming out later today, so check that out. But until next time, bye-bye.